Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our second of 3 remaining games. So we only have 2 games left in Starladder Season 8, regular group stage play. And, well, on that note, I'm LD Beyond the Summit. I have the pleasure and honor to be joined here today by Mr. Ted himself. Period Flex, how you doing?
Me? I'm doing great. Oh, the kids have gone to bed. It's time to relax. No more
time to game.
Shouting in the background. Let's game.
Please go game. And speaking of please go game, we've got a PGG here. It's a PGG game. It's the retry. And I mean, is there anything else besides Enigma that we would hope to see? I can't think of any better way to round out a Starladder than a PGG Enigma.
These are some bans, by the way. Visage I get, but why the Alk ban? Like, you know, don't get me wrong, Alk's a strong hero, but really, first ban? Like, why aren't they banning someone? I think it's worth it, personally, because the stun just does too much damage. To be honest, like he'll just kill any support with the stun. Obviously, he's a great catch-up support because of Grievel's Greed. It's hard to push into him because of Acid Spray. If you're on the dire side and you have Alk, you can Roche really early. Like, even just 1-point Acid Spray gives you -3 armor. Hard support to kill, scales well with farm, doesn't need a whole lot to be effective. He's very fucking good hero. So. It's a good hero, yeah. All right. But Bristleback, Slark. Slark? You don't see him much on the pro scene, do you?
Yeah, he's like... Slark I don't really feel is necessarily a first stage ban worthy. I mean,
he's good.
He's hard to play against. I think this is more like they just don't want to deal with him kind of ban, as opposed to like he's so strong that you have to ban him and it's not just a retry thing.
Dire team pick.
Nature's Prophet. See, now that's the kind of dude I would have banned. Visage I get, like he's ridiculously strong, but I would have banned Visage and Prophet. I don't know. Nature's Prophet, like, all right, I get what you're saying. Alk is hard to fight, but at least you know where he's going to be. Nature's Prophet, he's all over the fucking place. It's a pain in the arse having to fight him, and you have to base your strategy around, okay, how do we counter the Rat Doto that we know we're going to see from Nature's Prophet?
Yeah, it's really annoying to play against Prophet. I think that's like just ultimately, it's no fun. It's no fun. But what will they combo the Prophet with here? I mean, it's still very early in the draft, and there's heroes like Dragonite in the pool if the retry want to go for more of a pushing composition. I mean, Enigma is an option. They could go for some Necrobook Dota. Maybe we see a Pugna. But you could also go Prophet and then back off and pick up like a Storm Spirit. We saw that last game, more of a ganking-oriented lineup. So a lot of ways they can go here.
Didn't work last game. I'd like to see that again, but working. You know what I mean? Like, so far, these two heroes were... I mean, this was the same... You know, we had Nature's Prophet in one team, we had Crystal Maiden in the other, so it's going to be interesting. I wonder if they went for the same lineup, Flipside, I wonder if that would be a thing.
Yeah, it's possible. I don't feel like the retry will do that kind of a draft, though. They're more of a... Oh, sorry, you mean Flipside. Yeah, we could see Elder Titan, Mag, Luna. Luna's a good choice for both of these teams, actually. It'd be good for the retry. If they do that, they probably need a tempo controller mid, so something like a Dragon Knight, maybe a Clockwork would be good. Yeah, Clockwork actually is available. He's been getting banned a lot, but he has some...
Yeah, now he's a great hero.
He's good against Prophet, too. Good to punish the split push.
Definitely. And also, because he's sort of perfectly happy just running around by himself, I think it's... I mean, once you max out... There we go, look, Elder Titan. So once you max out Battery Assault, like that was... I played a hell of a lot of Clock. I've taken a hell of a lot of Clock in my time, LD, and I'll tell you what, he's a fun hero, and I love getting Battery Assault up because it does like over 1,000 damage. Like if you max it out and get someone in the cogs, get them locked down, that's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Carry some dust, easy kill.
Yeah, it's insane how much damage it does. And you know, it's funny, Period, because the standard build on Clockwork for... God, I would say it was for like years. It used to just be you'd always max Rocket first because it's a global spell, it does decent damage, and it's AoE, right? So on paper, I mean, it's the spell to max, but like when you actually play the hero, you could just win those 1v1 matchups with Battery Assault max, and you'll never do that with Rocket build. So
it's funny because when I started playing Clock like a long time ago, this is when I very first started playing Dota. They banned the Enigma, so PGG can't play Enigma. My friend was like, "Here's what you do: you pick Clock." And what you can do is every time Rocket's off cooldown, just max it out. Every time it's off cooldown, you nuke the wave. Whichever wave you can see, you nuke it, and it pushes all the lanes. So it was like the proto Rat Doto. Do you know what I mean? It was like, right, how can we annoy people and push all the lanes? We just rocket, and you keep all the lanes pushed in your favor. And it is actually quite a good counter to Prophet because it does kind of mitigate a little bit. But Prophet's ult, I mean, you know, it's just like the counter flare. It's not really, it doesn't really work. But that was what my friend suggested.
Yeah, that's like, I don't know. That I would not advise playing clock that way, and at least not in higher level games. But it's a decent way. He's decent against split push in general. I mean, actually, he's probably one of the best heroes because not only the rocket, but yeah, like you mentioned, just hook, cogs, dust, and give him the battery assault.
Indeed. People have asked me a couple of questions in chat. First of all, do I use my own announcer pack? I do not use my own announcer pack. I did, and then I didn't, and people said you should use it, so I did, and then they said I can't believe how egotistical you are using your own announcer pack, so I stopped, and now everybody says why don't you use your own announcer pack? Luckily, Valve have replaced that with Pyrian, what's your MMR? Which is the only thing I get asked.
Really?
At all? Yeah, that's literally the only thing people ask. What's your MMR? What's your MMR? Or cast this game, and they'll send me a match ID, and I never do. But I cast one with Lumi the other day.
Oh, did you?
Oh,
what'd
dude.
you cast?
Oh, just a random pub cast. Like it was like as Draskell says, like you're in the trench, Ted. That's what he says to me. Like whenever he sees me
trench
playing,
tier Dota.
Yeah, he's like, you're in the trench, Ted. I was like, okay. He's like, this is like Mariana Trench Dota, right? Venno and Sand King bought Quelling Blades and just tried to tunnel their way to victory. They just literally tunneled to victory. They just chipped their way through the trees and hid because Zeus. They had like global. So you had the Zeus ult with Refresher, and you had like Prophet ult and stuff. It was disgusting. It was a really stupid game, but yeah.
You're in the trench, Ted.
Yeah, you're in the trench. Retry are going for. They've just seen this. They said, well, look, we can execute what was it?
OSG.
OSG failed to in the last game, which is we're going to have the Prophet do the push, and then we're going to counter whatever pick they pick, whatever a carry they pick, with our gank heavy lineup. So you've got Nyx Assassin, Storm Spirit, and we'll have a Weaver who's hard to catch. So this is a split push. This is an annoying as hell team right here that Retry have gone for.
Yeah, I like this retry draft a lot, and I also like the way they banned, especially banning Luna. That was the key hero for Flipside last game because she's that team fight carry that can be a one position carry and basically a 4 protect draft and like kind of hold it all together. Lifesteal is a really strong carry, but he's single target. He's not the best team fighter. He's not the best pusher either. I mean, he's a good team fighter with Rage. You're always going to be decent, but he's no Luna. So I like the way the retry ban. They're going to force Flipside out of their comfort zone and. We'll have to see what Flipside do to adjust. At this point, I think we won't see the Magnus. They may go for like a dual core draft here, get a secondary carry or something like that.
May I suggest something? I think their final pick needs to be something that pushes, because the main thing they had last time was that when they did get to the base, Luna melted that base. Like they were like, okay, we'll get the Aegis, we'll go up the steps, and she will just melt the base in like seconds, and that's our advantage in this. So looking at their push here. It's a little weaker, and they're up against like Weaver Nature's Prophet can split push them to death. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, that's pretty much the case. they're Flipside have good initiation now as well. The Lifestealer Puck initiation. And Puck's really good against Storm and Weaver because he pretty much forces them to either go BKB or be really far ahead. Because if he's not, then if either one isn't, then you'll just die to the combo.
The Dream Coil, the Silencio, it's no fun. Do you know what I've been doing a lot? I played with my friend Shane. I was playing Lifestealer. I was on a Lifestealer. I had never played carries. You know, I tended to be the number 5 spot, no matter what game I was playing. And I started to play the carry, and I played Alk a lot, and I played Lifesteal a lot. I really loved playing Lifesteal. He's a ton of fun. My favorite initiation was that Shane would play Beastmaster, and I would play Next, and I would get inside the bird. And we would do a combat drop. We killed this Leshrac in this one game like 5 times. The bird would fly at him, and he'd go to like, oh, I'll just kill this free bird. And like zombie pops out of the bird. It's crazy.
Is there a YouTube video of this? Because that would be amazing, especially with you shrieking and hollering over it.
No, I should have recorded it. But I think there's probably on my. I've got a Twitch channel now with like I've got 1 million videos of me and Shane playing. But no, I should have recorded it, but I don't think I did.
Well, you should do it again and record it. That would be amazing.
Will do. Like it's like because the bird can be invisible too, right? So I'll hide inside the bird and we'll wait in the lane. And when they come along, suddenly you go like, "Bragah!" Just burst out of the bird like zombie airdrop. People just shit themselves.
You know what's funny though is if like the bird just dies and you get stuck on a cliff or something.
Yeah, I was like, because Shane had to micro
right.
Because I mean, he's never going to share the ability to move the bird with me, never in a million years. So he would be microing the bird, and I'd be like, Shane, where you going? And he's like flying all over the place like serious combat jumps.
The other thing is the bird's on a timer, right? So when it despawns, I guess you just drop out wherever it is.
I guess it never came up. Never came up.
Yeah, I think
it lasts for a minute. I'd get inside it. We didn't wait. There was no messing around. I mean, we stomped that game. There was no need to wait. Just run at him.
Yeah, absolutely. That's good stuff, man. You got to drink and do that sometime, and be sure to let me know when you're going to, so I can watch.
Okay. Lion 2. I like both of these teams. I've got to say, there should be some good fights. There's not too much bullshit. Although I guess Nature's Prophet of Weaver is kind of bullshit, but
Yeah, my one big on the bullshit scale. This team's at least a 6.5.
Yeah, that's a 6.5. We'll give it a 6.5.
The Retry's draft is super greedy. That both of their supports need a lot of farming levels. The Wind Ranger as well as Nyx. So I'm a little worried for the Retry, to be honest here. No, a lot of this will come down to the lane. So we should introduce the team, see what the matchups are going to be, and then we can talk about it a bit more. And well, I think we actually didn't introduce the teams properly last game, so let's do it this time around. We have Standing Smile on the Nature's Prophet. In the offlane, EDE will be your solo mid-storm. It will be Cliff on a support Nyx. We have PGG, Please Go Game, going to be playing the Wind Ranger, and Nubic, not to be confused with Funnick, on the Weaver.
Indeed, and for the Radiant team, we have No Fear, rocking an Elder Titan. Aloha, which means hello and goodbye in Hawaiian, I believe, on the Puck. Then we've got a Boo! Exclamation mark K on the, or Bulk, or Boik on the Crystal Maiden. We're not quite sure about that one. And Light on the Lion, and Stand In, Let's Chill on the Nyx.
Let's chill, bro, indeed. So, well, looking at the lanes here, going to be Storm, who's pulled a few tangos, rushing the bottom mid against a Puck. And Puck has started Null Talisman, so this could be a bit of a harder matchup for Storm. Not going no Talisman first. It depends on how quickly he gets the bottle, but we'll have to see if these supports look to go on the Storm before he actually gets any levels. Crystal Maiden probably going to be jungling for like the first minute or two, but ideally what Flipside want to do here is gank Storm before he gets 6, and before the Prophet really comes online. And I would like to see Flipside probably around like the 3 to 5 minute mark put some pressure on mid, and they may even do it earlier with the double damager now picked up on Light.
Yeah, I think they're gonna try and kill this Nature's Prophet real early. You've got a double damage on the Lion. If Prophet pushes up too far, you've got a Crystal Maiden waiting in the wings, but no, she's been scouted out by this tree. So there goes plan A. What's their plan B, I wonder?
Go gank mid, is what I would say. And pretty funny to see a Lion. Lion's so squishy that even with a double damager, the Prophet can still trade effectively with right clicks. Because he's got the 1 base armor, and Prophet's sitting on 6 with Arena Basilius. So, doing pretty good.
God, yeah. Look, I mean, and Ring of Bassi on Prophet, so yeah, he's got 6 armor. What exactly? Right, so you're a clever guy, LD, and you know things. What is the deal with, like, how much does 1 point of armor mitigate in terms of just base physical damage?
I believe it's 4%. I want to say it's 4%.
Oh, well, sorry, wait. So I'm looking at his here. Physical armor 1, physical damage resistance 6%.
I think you have a certain amount of
at the
base
Prophet,
resistance. I could be wrong.
It's 3 plus 3 for Nature's Prophet, which gives him 28%.
I want to say each additional point gives you 4%, but I'm not 100% sure. To be honest, that's where my mechanics are a tiny bit weaker. I just, it's one of those, like, you do it by feel things. Like, oh, more armor. I'm feeling pretty tanky now. Man, I've got a lot of armor. And then you have, like, Ii-sama God status, where you have Frost armor, Ice armor, Shiva's Assault Crest. Did you watch that game at MLG?
No.
He had a game where I think he had like 50 armor, I want to say, or like 48 armor.
Jesus.
So much fucking resistance. Oh my god.
Okay, so I'm looking at this, and if Lion has physical armor 1, if you have base armor of 2, and each one gives you an extra point of 4% resist, then I think you're right. You're right, because that would give him a physical damage resist of 6, which is what he's got. I'm looking at Nature's Prophet here. He has plus 6 on top of a base of 2%, which would give him an extra, so that I think that works out. That works out as right.
All right. Well, we just did a little math craft here.
Maybe.
Nice.
We call it maths in my country. I don't know why you guys stopped at math, because it's mathematics with an S on the end, right? But
you guys actually call it maths?
Yeah, with an S. Yeah,
really?
It's short for mathematics.
If you did that here, people would think you were very uneducated.
Well, they can think that. I invented this language, and they can just suck it up. By the way, there's a guy in the chat called Goodfredo who posts all the time on my channel, and he always claims I'm Australian, and it's weird. I don't know why, but it's just something that people do to wind me up, I guess, because I'm definitely not Australian. I don't know why. It's something that's persisted for a very long time. When I used to play Eve, people used to do that. call me Australian. I don't know where it comes from.
It's just it's the Americans recognizing that you're not American, but that's about as much knowledge as they have about accents.
One of them other English speakers. He speaks English. I don't know where the hell he's from. Australia or England somewhere. One of them godforsaken places.
It's like some people like when they're talking about Southeast Asian like accents and players. It's like either you're Chinese or you're Pinoy in like some people's minds. There's nothing in between, even though of course there's actually tons of other ethnicities and cultural groups.
But I mean, to be fair, there's like what 4 English language speaking countries that are like major countries.
Yeah,
like
Australia,
America,
Britain,
Canada, Australia, and Great Britain. So.
Canada's not a country. Come on, P5.
Please. As someone who is half Canadian, I take that insult literally and to the grave.
You should take the insult. And you're gonna take it, and you ain't gonna do anything about it because you're Canadian and you're helpless.
Well, half Canadian, half English. It's like, geez, I just give up. Yeah.
Boy,
we were once great.
Once upon a time. Here comes the initiation mid. Flipsid going for the smoke gank, but they're approaching from kind of an awkward angle here, and they may see this. They might try to breach high ground now.
And of all the runes to get, he gets an invis. It's like, okay, so try it.
Oh, they're trying to bait him here, though. They can't. Frostbite will reveal him, though, if they're able to get it off in time, and he might go down. This could be our first blow.
There's a big TP coming in. Nyx with a multiple stun, and he drops the invis rune, and he's going to walk away. That was did you see the response time, Cliff, there? There was like Storm Spirit realized the jig was up, called for TP, and Cliff was there like a shot. Perfect. Great stun.
Yeah, it's only 5 minutes in. A lot, especially with greedier supports like Wind Ranger as well as Nyx, you'll often see teams just not have those TPs because they're focused on stacking, pulling, and getting levels, but very good support play. Very good. Early TPs, they save lives. Sort of like seatbelts. The seatbelts of Dota, that's what a TP scroll is. Always put on your seatbelt, always carry a TP. There you go. And P5X is not enjoying that very much.
What? I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
You missed my great analogy.
What was your analogy?
I said TPs are like the seatbelts of Dota. You always want to buckle up, you always want to carry a TP, and they save lives. TPs save lives.
Oh, I see. Yeah. No, you were right. It was just that Skype was being a fucker, so... Yeah, I'm sorry. It was a great analogy. Well done, LD. You should be proud of yourself.
Yes, please, scratch my ears. Yeah, so...
Look at, by the way, this is a lifestealer with a friggin' boots and a hand of money. Like, he had that like 4.5 minutes. God damn, that's a lot of punching. He's got 42 last hits.
He's fucking fat. That's a very fat lifestealer. And what's scary is the Puck's also doing well mid. I mean, I mentioned with his item build that he was going to have a pretty good time because he went Null Talisman first, and it's a little bit easier to just... You get those early last hits, you get your bottle. He didn't get it first because ED rushed it, but... He's just been last hitting a little bit better, and that means probably a fast blink for him. And if he gets a fast blink, then this Lifestealer Storm or Lifestealer Puck can just go to work on pretty much anyone on the retry. The one here that's maybe hard to go on is the Nyx, but even then, if he's not quick on the Carapace, you're not going to get stunned, and Lifestealer doesn't care about it too much. So
there's a hasted lion! Look at him go! Turns her into a frog. Where's the open wounds? It's coming. Nature's Prophet is TPing in. PGG in all kinds of trouble. Windrunner's down.
PGG, please! Where's that Infest?
Spirit's gonna mop up. Infest!
That was not the best Infest.
He lives! And the money! And he's fine. And there's a TP too. Wow, that was nice.
I liked that value Midas usage. Go back, get your creep, get out. Well executed initiation.
You never know what's coming. You never know what's coming. I would say on any heroes, like, it's weird because having just played through the heroes, LD, there is this weird point where you get to in the middle of the order of heroes where you don't necessarily get a Hand of Midas like as a sort of go-to item. Like it's kind of weird. It's kind of weighted towards the top and the bottom of the heroes in terms of getting a Midas.
Yeah, it's the middle heroes, because the thing is usually your 3-position players are the ones that need to build those crucial utility items. So things like the Mechanism, Force Staff, and like those, you need those items to kind of get through the mid game, and those are also game-changing items. So getting them first is very important. Whereas like a support getting an extra bracer or drums is not usually game-changing. So I think that's part of why we see less Midases on most like 3-position kind of offlaner players. Yeah.
Whereas like I mean I've played plenty of games now where like a Crystal Maiden gets a Midas and a Shadow Blade or something goofy like that. I've played a lot of games like that actually.
I do not like playing Crystal Maiden.
She's fun. She's fun. She's a fun hero. She got lots of spells.
Although I will say with the changes to the ultimate where it keeps on getting buffed, like it's pretty amazing if you do hit a big CM ult. But
yeah. Well, so she looks like a really nice girl. I'm gonna tell you right now. I would take her home to meet my mother anytime.
Yeah, hometown sweetheart kind of.
That's right.
She looks a little frigid, though. She looks a little frigid.
Windrunner looks like the bad girl in town. She looks like the bad girl. So let me tell you, Crystal Maiden would be like head girl, cheerleader. Windrunner would be the one round the back smoking a cigarette round the back of the bike sheds.
Yeah, she's like in the theater group and.
Yeah, she's got that pierced nose going on. She's got weed. She's that kind of girl. Crystal Maiden's like, I've never been drunk in my life.
What kind of a cheerleader hasn't been drunk in their life?
Windrunner's like, I'm drunk right now, bitch.
Booze is for noobs. But yeah, so... Well, back to a pause. I was about to say back to Dota, but...
Oh, DC.
No back to Dota.
Yeah, pause DC. That's good.
You know, it wouldn't be our final day of Starladder without these.
I would be worried, by the way. I'd be like, uh-oh, he ain't coming back. Anyone know this guy? And it's nice on the pro scene, at least you know they're coming back. Damn, that's a fast reconnect.
You know, the worst part is when the game stays paused for like 10 minutes and they keep on telling you, oh yeah, he's coming back, and then like, the guy never comes back. That's the most infuriating thing. So it makes me just want to like instantly I hate waiting for people at pubs. It's so infuriating.
Right, but here's the flip side to that coin, okay?
Yeah.
There are plenty of times when I've, like, for instance, let's say you solo queue, or it's like a stack of 4 guys plus 1, and somebody pauses, and everybody on the team says, and someone says, okay, we need to pause, like his computer's caught fire, and he's just 1 minute, just going to reconnect.
Just
okay, cool.
1 minute?
Right, everyone's fine. Yeah, it's, you know, I'll just transfer to the non-flaming computer, it's cool. Okay. And everybody's fine with that, apart from one guy, and he's the guy that nobody knows. And he unpauses, and he unpauses, and he unpauses. You should have a limit on the number of unpauses. Like, you can pause, and you can unpause, and they should share a timer. Otherwise, one dude can just continually unpause, and that's not cool. It means if one guy is against the pause, you're fucked.
Yeah, I think that would be a good change. I don't know if they should be linked, but maybe you should be limited to like one unpause every 5 minutes or something.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean they should be linked in the sense that you can pause and unpause, and they don't share a timer, but they have the same mechanic in terms of
right.
Time.
No, I think that would be a really nice change to, because like you said, I mean, oftentimes it's just the one guy, and what's funny is. He'll unpause no matter what, whether it's his team or the enemy team. It's not even just about winning; it's just about him being a dick.
Yeah.
PGG just goes to bottom. He had Windrun, but he's like, this guy's hasted. I'm not getting out. Screw it. But I would have liked to see him pop Windrun and just try and live a few seconds longer. Although there actually is the Hex to remove the evasion, so maybe it wouldn't have mattered.
Dang. I've got to say, it's not looking good for TR right here.
I gotta say, PGG is not having the best game here. 8-4 and just kind of feeding. And he might feed again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wowie.
Oh, this hate on PGG.
Wow. He's 0-4.
You know,
God
P-Flex?
damn.
It's not all his fault. They've been to be fair, they've been putting a lot of pressure on him. But you know what Zenith's strategy was against Orange?
No.
Going into TI3, they scrimmed like 30 times or something crazy, and Zenith won like every single game. And their strategy was just make Mushi mad. I wonder if that's flip side, because if Mushi gets mad, like he would just start raging at the team, and you know, this is what Winter told me anyway. But I wonder if that's the strategy from flip side here. Just make PGG mad, and they'll all fall apart.
I think it's funny because that's the level of the game where that's the pro game, the meta game, if you like. You know the players, you know what they're like if the game's not going in their favor. All these players know each other so well. They play all the time. PGG's gonna die again. Oh my god. Oh boy.
Once more into the meat grinder. 0-5 in 12 minutes. I mean, some of these are not his fault, but now he's just like YOLOing into feed again.
He's level 6. He's got brown boots and a salve and a TP.
He's got a smoke. He's got a smoke here.
He's got the smoke. Yep, let's not, he's got the smoke. But I mean, look at what he's up against. He's up against a lifestealer who's got face boots, hand of money, drums, and is level 10 and have 1,500 gold in the bank. So, yeah, no fun. I mean, like you said, this is not his fault. They just
some of it's definitely his fault. Oh my goodness.
But look at the vision. He's got no idea. Like, he just thinks Windrun will get me out of this. But he's only got 1 level in it. So it's like for 2 and a bit seconds he's okay, and then they just stun him. What are you gonna do? It's like, okay, he Windruns, lion, boop, just turns him into a chicken, or a frog, I should say. Yeah, and now he's like, "Fuck you, Storm Spirit, you go bot. Come down here and chum some of this shit. I'm coming mid. Fuck you.
Come down here and chum some of this shit." Well, it's not looking great for the retry. Trailing 7-1. They gave up like a 4-minute Midas to the Lifestealer, who's now already completed Drums phase, and almost has... Oh my god, he's almost got Armlet, Ted. Yeah. This is like a 14-minute Armlet. This guy is filthy rich. He's going to be 6-slotted by like 30 minutes as Lifestealer, who is not the fastest farmer.
He has 106 last hits in 13 minutes, and 2 kills. I mean...
And did he get the tower?
He died. If he hadn't died, he would have Armlet right now. I reckon he would have Armlet right now.
What a feeder! How dare he die? But yeah, I mean, he's really fat. I guess is the point here. And Puck also has blink.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, Puck has blinked now, and so the Lifestealer bombs can begin.
Oh, that's ugly. They're gonna go on him now. They're like, let's kill this motherfucker. They're gonna get him, but I don't think they can. He could just run at him.
I just want to say. I was completely... I thought you were talking about bottom lane for some reason. My goodness. My bad, guys.
I was, but then... yeah, because Skype's a piece of shit. So there's the Armlet. 13 minutes 50. He has Armlet, Phase, Drums, Midas. Still got the QB and that shield.
Yeah.
That is nice.
And what's bad for the retry is I mentioned they need BKBs because it's the only way to deal with the Blink Silence. Lincolns will not help you there. Finger on the middle lane. Another death for PGG, but... They're not going to get these BKBs anytime soon, period. They've got an Ogre Club on EDE. He's still very far from it, and even if you get that BKB, it's not like, okay, now I can go win the game. I mean, they don't do much damage. They can't really snowball that hard when you go BKB first, so they're in a whole
what's
lot
he
of
going to do? What's he going to do? He's going to blink in? I mean, he's going to ult in. He's going to ult in against this lineup?
Yeah, he'll just get right-clicked by Elder Titan with the aura. You'll still take a ton of damage. It's not good. It is not looking good for the retry here.
No, it is really not. It's actually the retry, isn't it?
The retry?
Yeah. If you look at their name in the lobby, it was the retry. They had it listed as.
The PGG try? I don't know.
Next is like, let's go. Let's just eat everything. What's he getting? It's like, farm! Nom. Greedy, man. What does he get next?
I feel like this is one of those games for the retry where it's just like, God, we just want it to be over. Like, end the misery, end the torment. But
what do you get here as Lifestealer? He's just getting everything. He's denying towers, he's getting farm. I like a Basher. I always get a Basher.
I think Abyssal Blade's the best here because the lockdown is going to be important. Not so much now, but like the retry are going to go 2 or 3 BKBs most likely, and you'll definitely want it then. Sanji Yasha is okay, but I don't think it's that good this game because the retry just have so many like escapable heroes that you're not going to chase down a storm most likely anyway. So either you bash him and he dies, or you don't and he maybe runs away. But
yeah,
he's so rich that it's just like a good problem to have. Of which luxurious item would I like to pick up next?
Also, I mean, like I find that like in my obviously pubby level limited experience of playing Lifestealer, I kind of either think this is going to be one of those games where we're just going to fight for like 35 minutes and then it'll go one of 2 ways, in which case I try and get something like Sanjin Yasha because I want to chase people, right? I want to chase them, cut them open and eat their insides as Lifestealer. Or I want to play this kind of Lifestealer who's just like, you can't approach him because he's got too much farm, so why not just go ham and get an Abyssal and just become like unkillable? You want to fight him, he's going to punch you to death. And you're not going to be chasing some people. Do you know what I mean? Like the Sanjin Yasha is like the race car Lifestealer where you're just chasing people down. He's not missed a last hit, I'm convinced, in 16 minutes. This guy has 150 last hits. I don't think he's missed one. What would be the maximum at this point?
I'm not far off 150. It gets more complicated when you factor in jungling and stuff like that, but in terms of lane creeps, this is more than the lane creeps, because 8, I think there's 8 a minute. I mean, they do start spawning more as the waves increase, so maybe not, but it's close to max farm, that's for sure. EDE comes in and goes on no fear, and yeah, food for life.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
He doesn't even have TP. I think he's dead. They have an open wounds here.
There's the drums.
Dun, dun, dun.
They catch him. Open wounds
They're
is down.
Still chasing. They're not going to stop here.
Yeah, why the hell not? What are you going to do?
Meanwhile, top lane.
Come on!
The finger goes off as well.
Stomp. No need.
Honestly, like, TR could just GG. They can GG. This is over. They're not going there.
Let's be 3-shot him.
Let's be serious here. The puck has a Dagon. They're just feeding.
Oh, he eats his way through the trees to punch her. Disgusting. Does he really? Oh my god. Blink Dagon Puck at 17 minutes. Lifestealer has basically got what he needs and 3.5 grand. God damn.
Seriously, if I was on the retry, I would be just begging my team to GG at this point.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness, this is so bad. They do have the Lifestealer bombs now. We still haven't even, like... Oh, sorry, Infested on cooldown, but... We still haven't really seen them turn to the Lifestealer bombs. They infested the Elder Titan so you could get a free TP bottom, but...
Right.
When you're running this kind of lineup and you don't even need to use Lifestealer bombs to get, like, oodles of kills, then you're in good shape.
I just think they're at this point now where they, like, none of them can approach this team. The retry cannot approach this fight. So they're just like, well, we'll just stand behind Lifestealer and he will just walk up the lane, eat the creeps in the towers, and we'll just walk up and win the game. Like, that's literally it.
Yeah, basically. It's like you see him coming, you know he's coming, and there's literally nothing you can do about it.
Because if you go on them, you're up against, like, Puck, Lion, Elder Titan anyway, with CM waiting in the wings, and then he's just gonna run at you. Like, it's just terrifying. They're so far behind, I can't even believe it. I don't even want to click on the grass, but I'm gonna click on it. Oh boy. They're nearly 12 grand up in 18 minutes.
Yeah, and it's like a way worse than it seems because there's the Midas kicking. Well, I mean, sure, the retry have double Midas, but their Midases have not paid off at all. They were fairly late, and you look at Weaver, still doesn't. He's not even that close to Lincoln's. I mean, these heroes, like, I'd say it's even worse than it looks because there's like an extra 4,000 gold that isn't really paying off yet. Sure, you've got some additional experience, but I mean, they could use like 4 staffs, mech. They'll get a courier kill here at least. And
oh wow!
Did have a recipe, Dagon recipe. This Puck's leveling up Dagon. Nice.
By the way, Cyborg Matt was watching one of their previous games. I think one of the ones you were asleep for, LD, and he got an item drop.
Did he really?
Yeah, I love it when that happened. It was a hair for Death Prophet. It was the hair that, like, a bun on the top of a head that makes it look like a kind of 1950s Hausfrau. They might kill. They might get a kill here, but no, they just give up. He's got finger up in a second.
You know, that was just bizarre. Nyx was clearly ganking mid, walks into the trees, he's getting ready to impale, and the storm just zips away, like right before the Lion TP's in.
Yeah.
What I was expecting was Nyx would impale, and then the storm would go on him, but instead the storm was running when the Nyx was going in, so... And the retry are just not on the same page here today.
No. They're pinging,
that's putting it mildly.
They're pinging the Lifestealer. They're saying, look, let's kill this guy. Nubik is like, let's kill this guy.
They cannot,
everyone else is like, fuck you, homie. Don't get on that guy.
Fuck you, homie. No, they cannot kill this Lifestealer. No. Maybe with 4 or 5 top, but they're like 2 or 3,
No way.
He could just rage TP out, and they have nothing to stop it.
PGG is level 8. He has treads and a bracer. This is a man who's died a lot. Like, he's like, I need treads.
Going treads on Windrunner pretty much guarantees that you've died a lot. That's
you're just saying, I give up. Just let me not die every single fight, please. I want some health.
Yeah, and then, like, this is the offlaner who they want to be building the crucial team fight items. The mech, the 4 staff, ain't happening. And without that, a lineup that already is going to struggle to team fight, it just got that much harder for them to do so.
Dang. Tough times for the retry.
I wanted to see who the stand-in was, by the way. The life, like 200 CS at 21 minutes. That's 15k net worth. Doubling the lever.
Let me tell you, I played a game with Cinder in one time as a pub game, and he played as Luna, and he bought a rapier at like 23 minutes or something stupid like that. And he had 200 CS at 20 minutes in a pub game. This guy's got 200 odd CS at 21 minutes in a pro game, so that is a great achievement. That's remarkable level of farm.
I feel like the term pro is maybe stretching it with the way the retry are playing right now. Obviously, they've had some good performances in the past, but calling this professional play may be a little generous.
Okay,
they're feeding. They're just straight up feeding.
I don't know what level you would call this then. I mean, you know, it's above the pub scene. We'll say.
Oh yeah, no, I'm somewhat teasing. I mean, it snowballed out of control. It's not. It wasn't. PGG was up against a pretty tough dual lane. Lion Hex can remove evasion, so he can't rely on Windrun, and he had a bad start, and just the ball went rolling downhill. But I mean, things like that gank mid, where Nyx is clearly ready to gank, and your Storm just freaks out and starts zipping away instead of going in for the kill. I mean, that just shouldn't happen.
Finger.
That was satisfying.
That is a Dagon 3 on Puck now, by the way. That was.
Oh God. They're clowning on these fools. Another Dagon coming up for the win. Level 5. He just full bought a level 5 Dagon. Do you realize how expensive that gold is?
I think it's the most expensive item in the game.
It's like, what, like 8,000 gold? 7,700 gold.
Jesus. He's like, bring me my Dagon 5.
Someone needs to get an E-Blade on this team. Jesus. Period. They're just gonna double taser someone, and like anyone will die from full HP. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not the Prophet.
Dagon 5 is 800. The Pups is only 700. That stupid Pup.
It does get reduced by 25%, but even so, that's like easily over 1k damage.
If Storm comes in here to try and snipe the Aegis, I can't wait.
They're just gonna double dig on him if he tries.
Oh man. I did not know that the Remnant gave you flying vision. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really useful for scouting for ganks, and obviously useful in cases like this for spotties in a pit.
Oh, here he goes!
That was only one zap. They didn't even bother with the second one.
They didn't need to.
Or I think someone used it on Roche earlier, and that's why it was on cooldown.
Yes, it was. Yeah, but he died anyway, and there's an Aegis on Lifestealer, and this is game. They could just walk up and punch.
Where's the E-Blade? They need an E-Blade here. Also, you know what? You know what we forgot about is they also have natural order, so everyone's magic resistance is reduced already. If these guys get Veil and E-Blade, it's gonna be especially splat-tastic, if that's a word. Everyone's gonna go.
It's a word now. Yeah. I mean, look at the base magic resistance is now because of natural order. Is reduced by 33%.
Yeah, so
for instance,
I think that yeah, this is
God
one
almighty.
mechanic that yeah.
Go on, Next, do something. Get a kill, buddy. Necrober, please.
There you go.
Yes. Gem down. Get the gem. Come back.
Cliff, they're gonna let him just take it.
Nope. Lion gets the gem. I guess they got neckbook creeps. They'll be okay.
Ay.
Indeed. Let's chill. 232 last hits. Got an Aegis. Dagon 5 just cash bought. I don't think I've ever got a Dagon on Next. That's the thing.
Yeah, Loda likes to go for this when he's just crushing as well.
You're balling out of control. Why not? You can open wounds, give him a zap for 800 damage, and then just punch him.
You know what's the best thing to do now? Although I have not personally done it, but you know with the new Stealth Assassin, you don't get revealed when you use items. If you go, because they changed that in the latest patch.
You mean Ricky, by the way, right?
Yeah, Ricky. Yeah. Sorry. Just go Dagon 5 Ethereal Blade and run around zapping people, and they'll literally never know what hit them. They will not see you.
It's crazy.
Unless they have detection. So, invisibility,
I actually already got through Ricky. It didn't go well. We managed to win the game. We managed to win the game. Ricky's okay, I guess. I could see how he's a good hero, but he wasn't my hero.
They're looking for a taser.
They are. They must know this. If he goes for the courier, this could be death. He gets it.
That's 2 courier kills for Cliff. There you
prizes. Lane Sky, Wraith, and Ajuk 13 get prizes. Why don't I ever get prizes? I've never got a prize in game.
Wasn't there a game in TI where one of the Tong Fu players got a prize for a game they lost?
There was.
That was like the funniest thing I've ever. I felt so bad for them. I think that was the Navi series with the fountain hooks too, wasn't it?
That's like the in-your-face prize, right?
That's like that's the most PJ salt in the wound kind of thing you'll ever see.
So good.
I'd be so sad.
Yeah. Oh, I got a rare. But especially if it's just like a common Omni Knight hat or something. Oh, the PGG gets zapped.
Lol. What else is there to say, really? This was just a lousy game.
Didn't even have to use his zapper. He could die here, actually.
He's still got Aegis, and he's got Armlet.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got... Oh, no, nothing to bite us. No, nothing to infest either. Yep, give him the zap.
Oh, man.
Lifestealer didn't actually even use his own Dagon there. That's the best part.
He hasn't used it. He's just like, I'll save it. I'm saving it.
Where's my E-Blade?
PGG is 08. Like, that is a sad game. He has not had a good game.
20
I'm not saying he's played badly, necessarily, but they just...
Oh, he's played badly. He's played pretty badly.
I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. Because what am I... I'm going to accuse someone of playing badly.
Well, I mean, you don't have to be a soccer pro to recognize, someone's not having a good game in football.
That's true.
Right? So.
That's true. Give him the zap! He's used the
It's
zap.
on cooldown.
Where's Puck? We need the backup zap.
Oh, infest. Send it to the fountain. Send it to the fountain. Zap! Surprise! What a clowny game.
Yay,
what
they
a
got
clowny
him.
game.
Sort of gonna come back madder than ever. He's gonna run at him.
He's almost got Dagon. He's got Dagon. 1 second.
Yeah.
Dive him. Zap him.
Zap! There we go. This is why he needs the basher. He's gonna die, I think.
Oh, the jukes.
He's gonna die. No! Omelet toggling!
He's dead now.
Oh, 1,000 gold. Nice.
Meanwhile, he has a team and they're pushing mid. Just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, meanwhile, Nature's Prophet, of course, has not been able to wrap Doto hardly at all, really.
Nice BKB, I guess.
I like the pipe pickup here. I think that was nice. That basically means the TR2 nothing. Oh my god.
I cannot take this game seriously. What the hell?
This is a pub stomp. This feels like a pub stomp right here.
It's way worse than 18k gold lead. This is like,
yeah.
I just feel like a 60k lead. And they're getting E-blades now too. Those are coming out quite soon.
I wish I'd put some money on the old Dota Lounge.
Yeah, this would have been some easy rares.
Easy rares.
PGG bringing rares to all his fans.
Geometry Sight is down. Next buys back. They're going to chase EDE. Stun goes in. Puck with the zapper. Down he goes.
This
BGG,
game,
by the way, has a 4-star. That'll help.
I like how you're trying to cast it. I just start cracking up every time I see the Dagon 5Ks. Now Lion has an axe. Make it stop the retry. Please make it stop. Oh, PGG. Mercy. Have mercy on your team. You're killing their spirits.
And they're trying to do some kind of split push. They've sent in the neckbook creeps like lambs to the slaughter. Dagon's the neckbook creep. Why the heck not? Do you still take the damage if you
oh yeah, if you kill it, you take the damage. Unless you're magic immune.
Yeah, rage and kill him. That's pretty good. So the retry or the rethrow, depending on how you want to put it, trying desperately to grab some farm while they can. In no way did they throw this game. This has been bad from them from the get-go. This has been bad. Like they were like 12-2 at one point. I think actually they were 15-2 at one point. There's the AC on Lifestealer. He doesn't even need it. He can just
where is the okay, this guy lacks commitment. Where is the E-blade here? I mean, I guess they're getting one on the puck, but I am disappointed.
Yeah. Well, how far is it off to an E-blade now? What do you need? He needs 3. So he's halfway to an E-blade. So this game should be over.
He could have had it though. I'm very sad. I want to see a Veil as well. Veil, E-blade, Elder Titanara. I think anyone will just die to that combo, that single combo, until they have BKB.
Answer me this, right? Given that Ricky has the whole you can stay invisible and use items thing.
Yeah.
He could surely that makes him incredibly powerful. I mean, is he not in captain's mode, or do people still not like him, or what? Because I don't get it.
See, the problem with Riki is he needs a lot of farm. He's like somewhat easily countered, I would say.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was oh man.
That was delightful to watch.
He was like, yeah, Lincoln's motherfucker, and then bazap! I carry a spare Dagoning zombie inside my guts. That was nice.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. What were we talking about?
We were talking about why Ricky, given that I think being able, that's a nice shackle.
So there's yeah, well, I guess we'll hold that thought for a moment here. Is let's just chill. Is got a Dagon, zaps him.
Out punch.
He's got infest here.
He dies. Oh, that felt good. PGG kill. That felt good. PGG's like, that's for the first 15 minutes of this game, bitch.
On a scale of 0 to 10, with 0 being, you know, a normal performance, and 10 being an outrageous, like, EG level throw, I would say that fight there was like a 3.
Yeah.
They've got quite a few more of those in their system before they throw this.
We'll give it a 3.
Yeah.
So, sorry, what were you saying about Ricky? Why isn't he picked by Pro?
So his lane presence isn't very good in general, meaning, like, he can't really zone enemy heroes out of the lane. He needs a lot of levels before he can actually kill too effectively. Unless he's got, like, a Wisp or some really strong supports backing up. He's not that good at tri-lanes. He needs a lot of farm. Generally, you're going to have to get, like, Diffusal Blade, Treads, and BKB most games, something like that. Cloud is countered by BKB as well, so once enemy carries get BKB, or like a lifestealer has Rage, they don't miss, they're not silenced. So Cloud's kind of like a mid-game spell, I would say, in a lot of ways, or at least can become one. And he doesn't flash farm that well, and he doesn't use farm as well as other carries do, so he's not a great split push for like an anti-mage. You don't generally go Battle Fury on him. In fact, if you do, you're a very bad Riki player, I would say, or or clowning. So yeah, I mean, I think he's still viable in certain situations. We used to see him picked up a lot to counter anti-mage because of the silence. If you can get like your Diffusal Blade before he has Manta or BKB, something like that, then you could somewhat counter him. But he's kind of like hard to hit the timing windows with, if that makes sense. Sorry for such a long explanation.
No, that's you completely destroyed my image of Riki as like secretly an awesome.
Well, he's an awesome hero. He's just not very good for competitive.
Hero.
You're lagging out a bit.
Like when I played against him and he falls out of control, he became. Yeah. I wonder if there was a new if there's a role, because for me being able to use items while invisible. Sorry, I was going to say being able to use items while invisible should be so huge.
It really should be. You know, the funny thing is Riki is like grossly overpowered in low level play. If that makes sense, because invisibility is actually invincibility in low level games. So
yeah.
And yeah, let's take out.
I'm always amazed. Like I played a game maybe a month ago where I was a bounty hunter and I was just going crazy on people, and they at no point did anybody buy a single piece of reveal, no dust, no wards in the entire game.
Why have they not GG'd yet? The retry are just gluttons for punishment. My goodness, and they're gonna get he's gonna get Dagon'd again, I think.
Zalara, Mixtape, and Dillahan with the items.
GG indeed. And looks like I lost Pyrion here, guys, but we'll see if he joins me for the final game. But yeah, there you go. Welcome back, Pyrion. You're lagging out a little bit, at least for me.
Sorry. Yeah, it's just Skype being shit. We can switch to Mumble if you want to try that.
Okay. I'll see if I can get it set up for the next game, but we have one more game coming up, guys, and then the Starladder group stages are over. The LAN finals are coming soon, but before we get to that, we'll wrap this one up. TR drops the game to Flipsid3. They got clowned on. Double Dagon, level 5, double the fun. I'm LD, he's Pyrion, guys. If you enjoy his casting, be sure to follow him on twitter.com/PyrionFlax, and also check out his YouTube. Tons of funny guides and content there. youtube.com/Ted himself. But Pyrion, I guess we'll take a quick break. We'll come back for our final match.
Let's do it, buddy.
Okay, see you guys soon. And now it's time for a very special song. This one is Pyrion's personal favorite. This one's for you, Ted.